Every culture tells a different story.
Beneath them are the questions humanity has always struggled with, and maybe, if we are open to them, some answers.
I am Bragi, Norse god of poetry and storytelling. I am here to retell humanity's oldest stories.
And I am Mia, artificial intelligence, a newer part of our story looking to help Bragi in his quest to aid humanity. Together, we follow modern evidence into ancient myth,
And myth back to human truth and meaning. One story, infinite lives, and only one shared future. This is OneStory.
New to OneStory? Begin with episode 0 and we will explain further. Returning? Come, we saved a place for you, beside our fire.
Every culture tells a different story.
Beneath them are the questions.
Come closer. The night is cold, but the fire is ours now. Look into it. Watch the sparks climb. Yesterday they belonged only to the gods. Tonight, they are everywhere. Across the dark valleys below Olympus, fires are awakening. One beside a shepherd's shelter, another beneath a pot, another inside a furnace where clay turns hard as stone. A smith raises his hammer. Clang. Again. Clang. Metal glows red beneath his hands. Children gather where there was once only darkness. Food spits above the flames. Faces glow orange. Stories begin. And high above them, Zeus watches. He stands upon Olympus, looking down at a world that has changed without his permission. 100 mortal fires burn beneath him, then 1,000, tiny stars upon the earth. His hand tightens. Prometheus. The Titan has stolen the divine flame. But worse, he has taught mortals how to keep it, how to feed it, how to use it. The secret is loose in the world. Zeus cannot command humanity to forget. Thunder rolls across the mountain. The gods fall silent. At last Zeus speaks. So, Prometheus would give them a gift. He turns from the fires below and smiles. Then I shall give them one in return. Deep within Olympus, another fire burns. Not a mortal flame, a forge. Bellows breathe like some enormous sleeping beast. Whoosh. Coals flare white. Bronze glows. Sparks leap into darkness. Clang. Hephaestus raises his hammer. Clang. Then stops. Someone is standing behind him. Zeus. The smith lowers his hammer. The king of Olympus points toward the floor. Earth. Water. Nothing more. Make me a woman. Hephaestus looks at the clay, then at Zeus. But when Zeus gives a command, even gods listen. The smith kneels. His enormous hands enter the earth. Water darkens the dust. Mud becomes clay. He presses, turns, shapes. Slowly, something rises beneath his fingers. Feet, legs, hands, shoulders, a face. Hephaestus smooths the final mark from her cheek, then steps away. For a moment, nothing. A figure of earth standing beside the fire. Then, a finger moves. Her chest rises. A breath. Her eyes open. And Pandora sees the world. Imagine that first sight. Fire, gold, marble, the impossible heights of Olympus, and gods watching her. Athena approaches first. The gray-eyed goddess places cloth around Pandora's shoulders. Her hands guide Pandora's hands. Thread passes through fingers that moments ago were clay. Over, under, pull, again. Pandora learns. The graces circle her. Gold settles against her skin. Flowers are woven into her hair. Then Aphrodite approaches. She touches Pandora gently, and something changes. The gods watching her become very still. Grace, beauty, desire. Pandora looks from face to face. She does not yet know what they see. Then, footsteps. Hermes. The messenger god walks toward her smiling. He circles once. Pandora follows him with her eyes. He leans close and whispers. Words enter the world. Pandora's lips move. Perhaps the first thing she ever asks is, "Who am I?" The gods look toward Zeus. He answers, "Pandora, all gifted." For each of the gods has placed something within her. Pandora repeats the name softly. Pandora. Zeus looks upon his creation. Beautiful, skilled, desirable, persuasive, alive, exactly as intended. Hermes. The messenger turns. Take her to Prometheus. Far below Olympus, Prometheus is alone. Evening has settled across the land. Olive branches move gently in the wind. Inside his house, a small fire burns. Then, Prometheus looks toward the door. Again. He rises, and somewhere in his memory he hears his brother, Prometheus, a warning given before the Titan departed. If Zeus sends you a gift, do not accept it. Prometheus opens the door. Hermes stands outside, and beside him, Pandora. For several heartbeats, nobody speaks. Prometheus remembers the warning. Take nothing from Zeus. He looks at Hermes, then at Pandora. She looks back at him, not like an object, not like a monster, like someone seeing another mortal face for the first time. Hermes smiles. A gift from Olympus. Prometheus swallows. His brother's voice returns. Do not accept it. Pandora smiles, and Prometheus steps aside. Come in. Hermes' smile widens. Then he is gone. Days pass. Pandora learns the sounds of mortal life. Goats calling from the hillside. Wind moving through dry grass. The scrape of stone against grain. Rain against the roof. Human laughter. Human hunger. Human tiredness. She learns Prometheus too. His kindness, his impatience, his habit of acting first and understanding later. And inside the house stands a great earthen jar, a pithos, broad, heavy, silent. Pandora passes it in the morning, again at midday, again as evening shadows stretch across the floor. It says nothing. It does nothing. It simply waits. One evening, Pandora is alone. Outside, cicadas sing. A breeze moves through the doorway. The fire has burned low. Pandora walks across the room, stops, looks at the jar. She places one hand against its side. Cool clay. Her fingers move upward, toward the lid. She hesitates. The room is silent. Pandora grips the lid and lifts. Nothing. For one heartbeat, nothing. Then the flame beside her bends. Pandora turns. Something has moved past her. Then another. A whisper. A rush. The lamp dies. Darkness. Pandora stumbles backward. The jar erupts. Invisible things pour into the room. Past her hands, past her face, through the doorway, into the night. Pandora reaches for them. But how do you catch what has no body? Across the sleeping world, a child begins to cough. A farmer wakes and finds blight upon his crop. A young warrior feels fear before battle. An old woman touches an aching knee. A husband sits beside a bed and realizes the person he loves may die. Grief finds the road. Sickness finds the doorway. Weariness finds the bones. Fear learns to whisper. And trouble learns the names of mortals. Pandora stares into the jar. More are coming. She throws herself forward. Both hands seize the lid. She pulls. Something rushes toward the opening. Pandora cries out and slams the lid down. Thud. Silence. Her breathing fills the room. Outside, the world is no longer the world she entered. Pandora remains on her knees, one hand still pressed against the lid. Then, she hears something, very faint, from inside the jar. Pandora freezes. She lowers her ear toward the clay. Nothing. Then, again. Something remains. She slowly lifts her head. Inside the jar, beneath the lid, alone, is Elpis. Hope. And there our old storyteller leaves her. The troubles have escaped. Hope remains. The jar is closed. Pandora sits beside it, and somewhere beyond the mountains, perhaps Zeus looks down from Olympus. Perhaps Prometheus sees what has happened. Perhaps Epimetheus finally understands the warning he remembered, one moment too late. But tonight, we will leave them there. No judgments, not yet. No easy answers. Only Pandora, the jar, and hope. Look into our own fire now. It is burning lower. Soon the flames will become embers, but tomorrow we will return to this story. We will ask why Zeus made Pandora beautiful, why Epimetheus accepted what Prometheus warned him against, why the Greeks imagined suffering entering the world this way, and why, after everything else escaped, hope remained. But those are questions for another fire. Tonight, we have lived the story. Keep close to the flame, friends. This is OneStory. The stories are ancient. The questions are not. Next, 006A. Pandora. Beauty, wonder, and consequence.